Namaskar. Information and Communication Technology. Which of the following aims to reduce the reaction time of the government to the people's query and problems? E-governance. Which of the following is lesser advantages of e-governance, which makes e-governance more informative or speed, cost reduction, transparency? DMS and workflow technologies are usually used in those departments where there is a lack of workforce. What does DMS stands for? Document Management System. Which of the following require technology experts to calm the electronic cyber crimes? Cyber police ICT can help to enable the true democratic process, including voting, public opinion, feedback, and the government accountability. Encoding or scrambling data for transmission across a network is known as encryption. Yes tells his friends Vaibhav@gmail.com, Aryan@gmail.com, and Kirti@gmail.com date of his brother's birthday party through an email as shown below to Vaibhav@gmail.com, CC Aryan@gmail.com, Kirti@gmail.com, subject father's birthday party invitation. Hello friends, hello, how are you? I hope you are all right. I want to invite you on my brother's Akshay's birthday party on 30 sorry January sorry January 30, 2019. You have to come by. Yes, which of the following can be derived from this email? Kirti none that both Aryan and Vaibhav received mail. Video conferencing is the practice of connecting multiple called parties on a single audio conference call with multiple lines connected through a conferencing bridge. If your computer rebooting itself, then it is likely that it has a virus. Match the following. Match 1, match 2. Virus. It is copied itself. Worms. They are hard to detect. Trojan. Non-self-replicating type of malware. If a program designed to destroy data on your computer which can travel to infect other computers is called a virus. Which of the following refers to dangerous programs that can be part of opening email attachments and downloading software from the internet? Viruses, Trojan horses, and worms are able to harm computer system. It is a self-replicating program that infects computer and spreads by inserting copies of itself into other executable code or documents. Worm. A computer virus normally attaches itself to another computer program is known as Trojan horse. It is the technique to access the unauthorized data without concerning to the authorized user. Spoofing. It is an act of intruding into someone else's computer or network. Hacking. A person who uses his or her expertise to gain access to other people's computers to get information illegally or do damage is a hacker. Viruses are often delivered to PC through an email attachment and are often designed to do harm An unsolicited email message sent to many recipients at once is a spam. An antivirus is an application software. A digital signature is electronic form signature. Firewall primary objective is to control the incoming and outgoing network traffic by analyzing the data packets. The secret word or a string of characters used for user authentication to provide identity or access approval. Password, a term used to describe the location or folder where email is stored before being sent out. Box. Riya tells her friends Priya at the regiment.com, Sahil at the regiment.com, Muskan at the @yahoo.com. Date of anniversary party through an email as shown below. To muskan@gmail.com. cecilia@gmail.com. BCC Sahil@gmail.com. Subject: my anniversary party is on 5th of February 2019. Hello friends, I want to invite you on my anniversary party. You can call me when you will come. Ria. Which of the following can be derived from this email? Ria knows that Sahil received the email. Received the Priya knows that Sahil received the mail. Salim tells his business partner Durgesh at Arif@yahoo.com. Date of seminar through an email as shown below. To Salim@gmail.com. CC Durgesh@gmail.com. BCC Arif@yahoo.com. Subject: seminar held on 28th of January 2019. Good morning. I would like to tell you about the seminar for our new project ebooks, which held on 28th of January 2019. Please come on time and ensure your presence. Thank you, MD Salim. Which of the following cannot be derived from this email? Durgesh knows that Arif received the mail. The digital initiatives in higher education. The online portal fem.gov.in presents the list of all courses and written information that can be accessed online. Which of the following is a DTH channel service in which new academic content will be in the universities and they will be updated home institution future plan. Which of the following is correct? Matching 15-year vision to determine where the institution would like to be. 7-year vision to work out medium-term plans to reach their 3-year vision for immediate improvement of the quality of learning. National Academic Repository is an initiative of the youth that provides an online store of the for academic awards, that is, certificates, diplomas, etc. Higher education needs to evolve to ensure that it meets the requirement of the future workforce. Government to citizen relationship with the most basic aspect of e-governance. Which of the following statements regarding the term e-governance are true? E-citizenship will include the implementation of ICT for facilitation of government services relating to citizenship. E-help refers to the facilitation of disasters and crisis management using ICT. Which of the following is the communication protocol that sets the standard used by every computer that accesses web-based information? HTTP. www stands for World Wide Web, the internet service that provides a multimedia interface to available resources is called World Wide Web. Website is the collection of web pages, and home page is the very first way that we can see on opening of website. The first web browser is Netscape. Internet Explorer is a type of browser. Identify the IP address from the following: 292.50.20.148. What is the name for a web page address? URL identifies the location of a specific web page on the internet where URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator. Which of the following domains is used for profit? business.com. Which of the following is not the same as the other three IP address? Not the same as the other three IP address. Which is an instant messenger that is used for chatting? Google Talk. Which of the following is an instant messaging application? WhatsApp, Google Talks, Skype. Given the following email fields, which of the following email addresses will Swami be able to see when he received the mail? To ram@test.com, cc raj@test.com, w@test.com, bcc swami@test.com, rama@test.com. Rama@latest.com, Raj@latest.com, Ravi@latest.com. Sending an email is similar to writing a letter. Which are the following is the appropriate format of URL of a email? www.gmail.com. Video conferencing can be classified as one of the following types of communication: audio visual two-way. E-commerce is the encompassing term that involves the use of electronic platforms, intranet, extranet, and the internet to conduct a company's business. Which of the following is the characteristic of Web 2.0 application? Web 2.0 applications are focused on the ability for people to collaborate and share information online. If you are allowing a person on the network based on the credentials to maintain the security of your network, then this act refers to the process of authentication. What is not the feature of internet designing? The internet allows to send electronic mail, web pages, connect to servers all around the world. Internet was developed in the 1950s. An intranet is a private network that is contained within an enterprise. Consider the following statements about internet. Which is the following the appropriate format of URL of email? www.gmail.com. Video conferencing can be classified as one of the following types of communication: audio visual two-way. E-commerce is the encompassing term that involves the use of electronic platforms, intranet, extranet, and the internet to conduct a company's business. Which of the following the characteristic of Web 2.0 applications? Web 2.0 applications are focused on the ability for people to collaborate and share information online. If you are allowing a person on the network based on the credentials to maintain the security of your network, then this act refers to the process of authentication. There is a network that can connect networks ranging from small location or area to bigger range, including public packet network and large corporate networks. Networks enterprise allows users to share access to applications, services, and other centrally located resources. Its ability for a huge geographical access has transformed networking. Which among the following is that network WAN? Which of the following refers to a small single site network WAN? Choose the correct answer of the network according to their decreasing size of extensions as coverage. WAN, MAN, LAN, PAN. Geometric arrangement of devices on the network is called topology. Consider the following statement about topology. In bus topology, there is a single line to connect the nodes. In ring topology, each node is connected in a circular way. Mesh topology is also known as completely interconnected topology. Communication media of a network refers to the transmission media or the connecting media used in the network. Which of the following is bound by the cabling system that guide the data signal along a specific path? Guided media, wired technology. A device that connects to a network without the use of cables is said to be wireless. The vast network of computers that connects millions of people all over the world is called the internet, which is not the future of internet designing. The internet allows to send electronic mail, web pages, connected to servers all around the world. Internet was developed in the 1950s, and an intranet is a private network that is contained within an enterprise. Consider the following statements about the internet facility. It serves as the largest online information system. It provides the most dependable and latest mode for sending email. It is often misused and has triggered cybercrimes. Protocol consists of TCP/IP, which suits are the set of communication protocols used for the internet. TCP/IP is necessary if one is to connect to the LAN. SMTP is a protocol used by email clients to download emails to your computer. POP3 and IMAP are email accounts in which one has to connect to the server to read or write one's email. The acronym FTP stands for File Transfer Protocol. Computer language used for calculation is Fortran. Computer program used for business application is COBOL, a C language developed by Dennis Ritchie in 1972. The language used for development of various games is Java, which of the following is not a programming language. Microsoft Office. Computer language used on internet is Java. The function of an assembler is to convert assembly language into machine language. The assembler program is used to convert mnemonic codes to machine code. Compiler is a software which converts high-level language to machine language. A computer program that translates the program statement by statement into machine language is called an interpreter. Background of screen is known as desktop. The background image of desktop is called wallpaper. A file is a collection of information saved as a unit. The name given to a document by the user is called file name. Which of the following contained at the end of the file name and help to determine the type of file extension. Which one of the following is a file? Floppy disk, magnetic drum, magnetic tape. Which are .bas, .email, .htm examples of in computing extensions. Which of the following statements is a false receiving file names? The file extension comes before the dot followed by the file name. Which one of the following is not a image graphic file format? GUI. You organize files by storing them in folders. Subfolder may be included in other folder while making hierarchical structured folders. Microsoft Office was developed by Microsoft Inc. 1980s in Microsoft Office was developed by Microsoft Inc. Microsoft Office was developed by Microsoft Inc. in 1980s. Which of the following is a collection of softwares based on a specific purpose and mainly used in office work? MS Word, MS Excel, MS PowerPoint. Read the following three statements. MS Word provides tools for composing, editing, formatting, and printing of documents. You can start Microsoft Word by using which button? Start. When you start MS Word, the opening document has a name. Document 1. The file extension of MS Word document in Office 2007 is .doc. With regard to word processing software, the process of combining static information in a publication together with variable information in a data source to create one merged publication is called mail merge. Which of the following enables us to send the same letter to different persons in MS Word? Mail merge. It is a software tool that lets one enter, calculate, manipulate set of numbers spreadsheet. It is a grid of cells made up of horizontal and vertical columns. Worksheet. Extension of saved file in MS Excel is .xis. Which software is used? .xls. .xlsx. Which software is used to create presentation? Microsoft PowerPoint. A collection of interrelated records is called a database. Tables are the building blocks or relation of any relational database model. Fields are distinct items that do not have much meaning to you in a given context. Collection of related files is called record. Rows of a relation are called tuples. What is a stored question about information in a database query? Which of the following objects is less are contained in database table query form? Which of the following places the common data elements in order from smallest to largest character field record file database? The data storage hierarchy consists of bytes, fields, records, files, and database. A combination of hardware and software that allows communication and electronic transfer of information between computers is a network. Two or more computers connected to each other for sharing information form network. Which type of resource is most likely to be a shared common resource in a computer network? Printers. What do we call a network? Elements may be separated by some distance. It usually involves two or more network and dedicated high-speed telephone lines. LAN. N LAN area is a small group of computers and peripherals linked together in a small geographical area. Which of the following type of network is a data network designed for a town or city? Man. In a computer, a byte generally consists of In a computer, a byte generally consists of 8 bits. Say a gigabyte is equal to 1024 megabytes. Which of the following represents billion characters? Gigabytes. Put the following units of storage into correct order, starting with the smallest unit first and going to the largest unit. Bit, byte, kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, terabyte. 1 gigabyte is equal to 230 bytes. Digital computer, 1 gigabyte equal to sorry digital computers internally use the binary number system to represent data and perform arithmetic calculations. Decimal number system is the group of 0 to 9 numbers. Minimum number of bits required to store any three digits decimal number is equal to 8. A hexadecimal number is represented by 4 binary digits. It provides us with a shorthand method of working with binary numbers. What does it here? Hexadecimal number system. Which one of the following represents the binary equivalent of the decimal number 25 11001? If the binary equivalent of the decimal number 48 is 110000, then the binary equivalent of the decimal number 51 is given by 110011. Which of the following is correct? 1710 equals to 1012. Which of the following is correct? 110.102 tends to 13.5. 10 minus base refers as most significant bit. Match the following: 1043 4310 1010 112 11000 9910 1000002 64 5310 1101012. ASCII is a character encoding scheme that is employed by some personal computers in order to represent various characters, number, and control keys that computer user selects on the keyboard. ASCII is an acronym for American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Each character on the keyboard of computer has an ASCII value, which stands for American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Most commonly used codes for representing bits are ASCII, BCD, EBCDIC, all of these, which is a set of computer programs that interface between user and computer software. Software refers to programs, procedures, and related data that provides the instructions for telling a computer what to do and how to do it. The two broad categories of software are system and application. Which of the following statements regarding the term system software is true? It helps the computer to manage internal resources. It is responsible for controlling, integrating, and managing the hardware components of a computer system. It runs on software hardware which performs various types of functions in order to manage and organize file operating system. It is the first program run on a computer when the computer boots up. Operating system. Which of the following is known the function of operating system networking? Which of the following operating system is also known as single user operating system? MS-DOS, Windows XP is the name of a system software. The primary purpose of the Windows operating system is to make computers easier to use. The simultaneous processing of two or more programs by multiple processors is multiprocessing. This defragmenter is a Windows utility program that locates and eliminates unnecessary fragments and rearranges files and unused disk space to optimize operations. Disk cleaner helps to free spaces, which also serves to increase the speed of a slow computer. Read the following two statements. Application software performs specific tasks for computer users. Application Application software performs a specific task for computer users. Application softwares are also called the end-user programs. Neither one nor word processing, spreadsheet, and photo editing are examples of application software. Which of the following is not open source software? Internet Explorer. Which of the following is an open source software? Mozilla Firefox languages which can easily interact with the hardware. Which hardware are called low-level language. Which of the following C++, Bijarne, Stroustrup, Java, James Gosling. Internet, Windsurf, World Wide Web, Tim Berners-Lee. First generation computers used vacuum tubes. Computer size was very large in first generation. Which of the following estimates regarding the regarding the term generation are true? Third generation computers have real-time operating system. Transistors are associated with each of the following. Second generation speed of third generation computer is nanosecond 10 minus 9 power over 10. Artificial intelligence is an example of fifth generation computer. Mainframe computer is not a microcomputer which is least powerful yet the most widely used and fastest growing type of computers. And computer also known as server computer is mini computer. Which of the following is the fastest and most expensive computer? Supercomputer. Seismograph is an example of analog computer. Which of the following computers are not categorized based on size? Digital computers. A hybrid computer is the one having the combined properties of analog and digital computers. Sorry, sorry, computer also known as server computer is mini computer. Sorry, computer. Sorry, a computer also known as server computer is mini computer. Which of the following the fastest and most expensive computer? Supercomputer seismograph is an example of analog computer. Which of the following computers are not categorized based on size? Digital computers. A hybrid computer is one having the combined properties of analog and digital computers. General purpose computers are used for accounting. Which type of computer is used in automatic aircraft landing? Microcomputer. A personal computer uses a number of chips mounted on a circuit board called motherboard. Which of the following is the correct order for measuring functions of a computer? Input, process, output, storage. Computers gather data, which means that they allow users to input data. Which of the following is not an input device? Monitor. A barcode reader is an example of input device. The retrieval of information from the computer is defined as The retrieval of information from the computer is defined as output. Match the following. Match 1, match 2. Dot matrix printer. Output device. Joystick. Input device. Compact disk storage. Which of the following is not an output device? Keyboard. The central processing unit CPU, also called the brain of the computer, is responsible for processing data, which is the full form of USB as used in computer-related activities. Universal Serial Bus (ALU) stands for an arithmetic logical unit. The ALU is responsible for performing calculations and contains decision-making mechanisms. Control unit of a digital computer is often called the clock. What is the temporary storage memory chips that forms the computer's primary workspace. The contents are lost if power is restricted. RAM. ROM is a type read-only memory. Is a type sorry ROM read-only memory is a type sorry ROM read-only memory is a type of memory circuitry that holds the computer's startup routine. When a computer is booting, BIOS is loaded to the computer by ROM. With regard to computer memory, which of the following statements is less are true? Random access memory RAM is volatile memory. Which of the following is the high-speed memory which compensates the gap in speeds of processor and main memory cache? Virtual memory is an illusion of extremely large main memory. A hard disk is divided into tracks, which is further subdivided into sectors. Read the following three statements. The tracks are read the following statements. Read the following three statements. Tracks are divided into five separate sections known as sectors. Blu-ray discs contain 20 gigabit per layer space. USB stands for Universal Serial Bus. Read the following statement. Only one and three are correct. The track are divided into five separate sections known as sectors. USB stands for Universal Serial Bus. A compact disk is a data storage of a type which is used to store digital data and relatively cheap storage optical. The process of copying file to CD-ROM is known as burning. DVD technology uses in optical media to store the digital data. DVD is an acronym for digital versatile disk. A new laptop has been produced. New laptop. New laptop. A new laptop has been produced that weighs less, is smaller, and uses less power than previous laptop models. Universal Serial Bus mouse. Which of the following correctly lists computer memory types from highest to lowest speed? CPU registers, cache memory, main memory, RAM, secondary storage. Which of the following statements regarding the term IT is less are false? It is an acronym that stands for Internet Technology. Select the correct answer. Which of the following statements regarding the term IT is less are false? It is an acronym that stands for Internet Technology. The statement the study, design, development, implementation, support, or management of computer-based information systems, particularly software applications and computer hardware, refers to. Converging technologies that exemplify ICT include the merging of audiovisual, telephone, and computer networks through a common cable link system. NEMEICT stands for National Mission on Education through ICTC. National Mission on Education through ICT. The word computer has been derived from which of the following word? Latin. It is an electronic device that can store, retrieve, and process both qualitative and quantitative data quickly and accurately. Computer who is known as father of computer, Charles Babbage, an ethical convention developed by Charles Babbage. Read the following two statements. Abacus was the first calculating device. Abacus is used for addition, subtraction operation only to read the following. Abacus is used for addition and subtraction operation. Sorry. Read the following two statements. Abacus was the first calculating device. Abacus is used for addition and subtraction, both in 1 and 2. Abacus was the first calculating device. Abacus is used for addition and subtraction operation. Who was the inventor of mechanical calculator? for reading numbers. Newton. Sorry, sorry. Who was the inventor of mechanical calculator for reading numbers? Pascal. ENIAC was an engine. Mention the following: invention inventor Pascaline, Charles Babbage, difference engine, Blaise Pascal, Edvac, John von Neumann. ENIAC was first electronic digital computer. Match the following: Pascaline, Charles Babbage, difference engine, Blaise Pascal, Edvac, John von Neumann. Communication. Children's Film Society of India was established in 1955. The pioneers of the silent feature film in India was Dada Sahib Phalke. Press censorship in India was imposed during the tenure of the Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. India's largest news agency is PTI. The fifth multilingual news agency of India, Hindustan Samachar. The term yellow journalism refers to sensationalism and exaggeration to attract readers and viewers. Prasar Bharati is also known as Broadcasting Corporation of India. Radio broadcasting commenced in India in 1923. PIB stands for Public Information Bureau. Which of the following clearly defines the function of mass media? Providing information work as responsible for providing a political forum. Which of the following are the types of social media? Instagram, blog, YouTube. Facebook was launched in which year? 2004. Instagram was launched in 2010. Which of the following is true about mass media? It can act as an agent of change in development. It has brought people of the world closer to each other. It can bring in positive social change. In Bengal Gazette, the first newspaper in India, was started in 1780 by James Augustus Hickey, the largest circulating daily newspaper among the following is the Times of India. Communication by new media such as computer, shopping, internet, and mobile telephony is termed as interactive communication. What are the barriers to effective communication? Moralizing, being judgmental, comments of consolation. A jargon means a specialized language of a particular group of people. Which of the following is not a barrier to effective communication associated with media and channel information over land? Which of the following is described in the text as a contextual factor that can impact the effectiveness of communication in an organizational structure, organizational culture, technology? What causes a lot of relevant information to be lost? Volume of information. Media is an fourth state. Who said that media is the mechanism of change of society? Dennis McQuell. Which of the following is the objective of mass media? Provide information to convey culture and educational programs to entertain people, to establish social contact and linkages. A smart classroom is a teaching space which has a smart portion with a touch panel control system, PC/laptop connection, and DVD/visual player, document camera, and specialized software projector and screen. Yes, communicate well in the classroom is a natural ability. Region are effective teaching in the classroom demands knowledge of the communication process. A rich password rich classroom communication must be student-centric. Effective communication presupposes understanding In a classroom, a communicator's trust level is determined by eye contact in communicating in a classroom situation. Which one of the following approaches will be considered most appropriate, empathetic, and pragmatic? Which of the following is a powerful determinant for effective assertive communication, whether written or spoken? Eye messages, kinesis, proxemics, and paralanguages are part of which communication nonverbal when verbal and non-verbal messages are contradictory. It is said that most people believe in non-verbal messages. Which of the following is are correct in respect of non-verbal communication? It helps illiterate people to communicate with others easily. In this communication, people can repeat the verbal messages according to their need. In this communication, there is a great possibility in distortion of information, which of the following would influence the effectiveness of communication, classroom, and instruction in a critical way. Teaching style. In classroom instruction, by teacher while transacting. Positive classroom communication leads to persuasion. Classroom communication of a teacher rests on the principle of edutainment. As a teacher, select the best option to ensure your effective presence in the classroom. Adoption of well-established posture. Identify the important element a teacher has to take cognizance of while addressing students in a classroom. Voice modulation. Which of the following is not a principle of effective communication, one-way transfer of information. Classroom communication is the basis of social identity. Which of the following principles is useful guide for establishing effective classroom communication? Principle of teachers, principle for selection of instructional methods and media, principle of creating conducive learning environment. The classroom communication should essentially be empathetic. In a classroom, the probability of message reception can be enhanced by establishing a viewpoint. Effectiveness of communication can be traced from which of the following: attitude surveys, performance records, stress and the selection of communication channel. Classroom communication can be described as discourse suggestion. A classroom communication is a transactional process. Storage and a teacher does not operate under the assumption that the students' response are positive is true but R is false. Which of the following results are correct in respect of non-verbal communication? It helps illiterate people to communicate with the other easily. In this communication, people can repeat the verbal messages according to their need. In this communication, there is a great possibility in distortion of information. A classroom communication, sorry, classroom is a smart classroom is a teaching smart classroom is a teaching space which has smart portion with a touch panel control system, PC laptops connection, and DVD, television, card player, document camera, and a specialized software projector and a screen. The type of communication that the teacher has in the classroom is termed as face-to-face communication. Conversing with spirits and ancestors is termed as transpersonal communication. A good communicator begins his presentation with a icebreaker. The mode of communication that involves a single source transmitting information to a large number of receivers simultaneously is called mass communication. In the field of communication, the word mass is used to refer to both A and B. Common people, large number of people. Common people, large number of people. Both A and B. Common people, large number of people. Which of the following are basic components of mass communication? Mass audiences, messages, mass media. Users who use media for their own ends are identified as active audience. In communication, the language is the non-verbal code. Users who use media for their own ends are identified as an active audience. In communication, the language is the non-verbal code. Formal communication can move upward, downward, horizontal. The Term grapevine is also known as upward communication, which of the following communication is official formal. Formal communication usually flows in six directions. Just an informal communication tends to be fast and flexible. Region formal communication is systematic and orderly. Formal communication is false but are is correct. Which of the following communication is unofficial, informal? According to Keith and Davis, how many types of grapevine chain occur? For which of the following is the commonest grapevine chain in organizations? Cluster chain. Which of the following is the commonest grapevine chain in organizations cluster chain? Which of the following is not true about the grapevine? Managers usually welcome its existence. Can you imagine you are working in an educational institution where people are of equal status? Which method of communication is best suited and normally employed in such a context? Horizontal communication. Which of the following set of statements are correct for describing the human communication process? Non-verbal communication can stimulate ideas. Communication is a learned ability. Communication is not a universal panacea. Communication cannot break down. In the classroom, the teacher sends the message either as word or email. The students are really agitators. Sorry, in the classroom, the teacher sends the message either as words or images. The students are really decoders. In the process of communication, which one of the following is in the chronological order? Medium, communicator, message receiver, effect. The center of information expresses his idea into words, symbols, or signs to convey the message. This is known as encoding. In circular communication, the encoder becomes a decoder when there is feedback. Which of the following can hamper the process of communication? Noise. The process of communication runs through a sender and receiver, a channel in the communication process. To encode means to translate ideas into a code. Which of the following stages of communication process includes the conversion of symbols into a meaningful information? Encoding. Which of the three components are part of human communication process? Message, noise, feedback. Which of the following is not a stage of communication process? Encoding, decoding. Both A and B. A teacher decides to form six groups of students and assigns a sub-theme to each group for discussion and reporting. Which kind of communication model will be best to describe this research strategy in this regard? Transaction model. Which of the following is also known as curricular model of communication? Transaction model of communication. The linear model was founded by Aristotle. David Barlow Weber. Breakdown in verbal communication is described as unevenness. Which of the following is an advantages of having written communication? Message can be revised several times. It is a permanent record that can be saved. Receiver has more time to analyze the message. The term keep it short and simple is almost used in speech communication. Verbal aspects of the voice other than the speech are known as paralanguage. Which of the following constitute the paralanguage in communication? Which of the voice use of pauses, rate and volume of speech? The English word communication is derived from the words communis and communicate. So the following is less feature of efficient and effective communication. Less expenditure of money, minimized time. Communication means transferring or conveying thoughts, views, emotions, or information through specific signals and symbols. Communicating the message to each individual personally rather than through a message hung on a board will be effective communication. Communication is the transmission of information, meaning both A and B. Which of the following is the most fundamental component of the manager's job? Communicating. Expressive communication is driven by encoder's personality characteristics. Expressive communication is driven by encoder's personality characteristics. The choice of communication partners is influenced by factors of proximity, utility, loneliness. Every communicator has to experience anticipatory excitement. Which of the following is correct? Efficient communication minimizes my time and cost involved in the exchange process. Every type of communication is affected by context. In personal communication, ethics are important. Another name for interpersonal communication, dyadic communication. Another name for interpersonal communication, dyadic communication. Interpersonal communication occurs only when an individual interacts with another person as a unique individual. Interpersonal communication occurs only when an individual interacts with another person as a unique person. Intrapersonal communication occurs only when an individual interacts with another person as a unique individual. Intrapersonal communication helps one learn about oneself. Organizational communication can also be equated with group communication. Sorry. In the process of communication, which one of the following is in the chronological order? Communicator, message, medium, receiver, effect. धन्यवाद. Thank you so much. धन्यवाद. Thank you so much. धन्यवाद. Thank you so much. All the best. 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 धन्यवाद. Thank you so much. All the best.